Hi everyone, welcome to the Frugal Rolls YouTube channel. I'm John.
And I'm Nicole.
We're glad you're here today and hope you enjoy financial freedom as much as we do. Please remember to click the red subscribe button so you can be notified about new content. I'm assuming you have cable and are thinking about cutting the cord, and that's why you are watching this video. If that's the case, you have come to the right place.
Now, I remember when we had cable, we watched about 10 channels, and we thought it was the only way that we could get the sports you wanted to watch and the home remodeling shows I wanted. We paid over $100 per month and thought nothing of it until we first heard about streaming services.
Yeah, that's when we realized we could save at least $80 a month and still get the sports, entertainment, news, and home shows that we wanted to watch.
Hey, I'm not the only one who likes watching HGTV. You know, one of the biggest hurdles people face in cutting the cord is knowing how to do it. I've written most of the cord cutting content on our site, and I see a lot of questions from readers about how exactly to go about cutting the cord. So today, we're going to give you a comprehensive guide to cord cutting. We'll walk you through the steps you need to take, including the equipment you'll need to keep watching your favorite shows without cable. Let's start first with the most common question that we're asked. What is cord cutting? Simply put, cord cutting is saving money on your TV bill by axing high-priced cable and satellite contracts and getting your TV shows through a digital antenna, DVDs, or a streaming service.
Canceling cable may seem like a hassle, so it's helpful to remember why you want to cut the cord. Again, the answer is simple: to save big money. If you cut the cord on cable, you should be able to save around $100 per month. That's the main reason, but there are others, like having extra money to pay off debt or to save for a large expense.
Cutting the cord means more choice, no contracts, no credit checks, no rental equipment. No one needs to come to your house and install a big dish or run cable through your home.
Netflix, Amazon, and Apple are all turning out really good shows and movies, and you won't get any of them with cable.
Now, there's one aspect of cord cutting that you might not like. There are some upfront costs. They're small, but they come with cutting the cord, and it's important that you know what they are before you dive in. Cutting the cord will save you money, but you need to spend a little, depending on what shows you want to watch. So, what do you need to cut the cord? There are really 5 main things. If you want to get local channels without cable, you'll need a digital antenna. If you want other networks like ESPN, HGTV, CNN, and more, you'll also need an internet connection and wireless router, as well as a streaming device or smart TV and a streaming service. We'll dive into all the details on that now.
If you're old as I am, you'll remember rabbit ears. Those metal antennas used to sit atop every TV in my home when I was growing up. Before we had cable, our antenna was how we watched TV. About 10 years ago, all free on-air TV signals changed to digital. This meant that the old metal antennas, the rabbit ears, did not work anymore. Since 2009, a digital antenna has been required to pick up free TV channels.
Digital antennas are easy to buy, set up, and use. We have 2 Mohu Leaf digital antennas, like the one I have here. We bought this on Amazon for under $50. You just connect it to your TV, and then you can watch all your local channels.
If you want to watch TV on multiple sets in your home, you'll need to buy a digital antenna for each TV. How many channels you get receives on what's available in your area. Before buying an antenna, you'll want to do a little research to see how close you are to the nearest broadcasting station. If you live in a bigger city like we do, you should have no problem with an indoor digital antenna like the Mohu Leaf Nicole just showed. If you live in a more remote or rural area, you might need an outdoor antenna to pick up your local channels. While those cost a little bit more, they're still considerably cheaper than keeping your cable contract.
If all you want are your local channels, and then that's all you need to cut the cord. But don't cancel your cable bill just yet. Find the right antenna, buy it, set it up, and watch it for a week or 2 to see what your reception and experience are like. And by the way, if you need help setting up your antenna, we're working on a video on how to install a digital antenna, so make sure to check back for that.
Let's move on to the next thing you'll need if you decide to cut the cord: a good internet connection. If you want more than just local channels, you'll need to use a streaming service.
Channels like ESPN, HGTV, AMC, USA, TNT, and many others that you get with cable are also available on streaming services like Philo, Sling TV, Hulu Live. They range in price from $20 per month to about $55. But one thing they all have in common is that they all run on the internet, which means you need a few things to access them.
You'll need a reliable internet connection to stream your favorite TV shows. We have cable internet in our home that is super fast because we both work from home and we need fast, reliable internet. If you have DSL internet, you might have some streaming issues, especially if you try to stream TV shows on more than one device or TV at a time. The best thing to do is to sign up for a free trial for one of the major streaming services and see what your experience is like. They all offer free trials of at least 7 days. You want to watch for an hour or so and see if the show stops or gets pixelated. If you have a lot of stopping and buffering, you might need to upgrade your internet if you are going to stream TV. You'll also need a wireless router. We bought ours at Costco a couple years ago for about $40. It broadcasts your internet connection throughout your home so you can watch TV on your computer, your smartphone, or your tablet.
So we've talked about 3 of the 5 things that you need to cut the cord. The last 2 are a streaming device or a smart TV and a streaming service. We have the Amazon Fire TV and the Amazon Fire TV Stick in our home. Our TVs are a little bit older, but both have HDMI ports on the sides that we can use to plug in the Fire Stick and get streaming content. Other popular streaming devices are Roku, Chromecast, TiVo, and Apple TV. These devices range in cost from about $30 on up, depending on whether or not you want the ability to record shows built right into the device.
So let's review where we are at with the cost of cutting the cord so far. You'll need a digital antenna, which costs no more than $50, a wireless router, which should cost about $50 as well, and a streaming device, which costs about $40. All in, you'll spend about $150 to get the equipment you need to watch local channels and streaming content. These are all one-time costs, so for about the same cost as 1 month of cable, you'll have everything you need to cut it for good.
The final piece to the cord-cutting puzzle is picking a streaming service. There are about 8 major streaming services, and all are excellent choices. Selecting the right one for you comes down to knowing what you want to watch and whether or not you want live TV.
If you love sports like I do and want to watch live games, you'll want a service like Sling TV, Hulu Live, Fubo TV, or YouTube TV. These all range in price from about $25 per month to about $55 per month for Hulu Live and Fubo TV. If you don't want to deal with a digital antenna, all of the streaming services I just mentioned include the major local networks, ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC. There are just 2 exceptions. Fubo doesn't include ABC. Sling TV offers Fox and NBC, but only in select markets. Getting them depends on where you live and what channel package you select.
Now, if you don't need live TV and you're fine with on-demand content, Hulu and Netflix are great choices. Hulu without live TV costs $6 a month, and Netflix is around $11 to $15 depending on which plan you choose. That is so much cheaper than cable. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you get free shipping and free video content, including their original shows like Jack Ryan and The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Our best advice is to try a few and see which one you like the best. All offer free trials. Don't cut the cord until you've found your cable alternative.
Once you know which service you want, the day will finally come to call your cable provider and cancel your service. Expect them to try and keep you by offering you a discount on your monthly bill for several months. I can still remember when I called DIRECTV to cancel our satellite contract. They trotted out all kinds of special, unadvertised deals to get us to stay. I asked them why I had to threaten to cancel just to get a reasonably priced bill. Of course, they had no answer for that, and I wouldn't have stayed anyways. Once I knew I could get the same thing for less with no contract, the conversation was over. Be firm and cut the cord. You'll save so much money in the long run.
You can learn more about each streaming service and access free trials in the links below. While you're down there, leave us your questions in the comments below. What other cord cutting questions do you have? Thanks so much for watching, and remember to subscribe for more content.